Once upon a time, a wealthy father decided to take his young son on a trip to the countryside. His goal was simple: to show the boy how poor people live and help him appreciate the luxurious life they had. The father hoped this experience would teach his son to be grateful for their wealth. They spent a few days with a poor family who lived on a small farm. The family had little in terms of material possessions, but they welcomed the father and son warmly and shared everything they had. As the days passed, the son observed their way of life. At home, the boy was used to a grand kitchen with shelves stacked with imported foods, neatly packaged and ready to eat. Their fridge was always full of pre-made meals and exotic treats. Everything in their life seemed convenient and perfect. But on the farm, the boy saw something different. Instead of neatly packed food, the family grew their own vegetables in the fields. They worked together as a team. The father harvested crops, the mother carried baskets of fresh produce, and the children helped joyfully, laughing as they worked. It wasn't about convenience. It was about connection, effort, and pride in their work. At home, their mansion had a massive swimming pool surrounded by elegant decorations. The water was crystal clear, reflecting the blue sky. It was a place of luxury and comfort, but it felt isolated. On the farm, the boy discovered a small creek that ran endlessly through the fields. The children played in the cool, flowing water, their laughter echoing through the countryside. The mother washed vegetables by the stream, and the family seemed to find joy in the simple pleasures of nature. The boy realized that while their pool was beautiful, the creek felt alive. It connected the family to the world around them. Their mansion was surrounded by tall, impenetrable walls with security cameras and gates. The walls provided safety, but also created a barrier, keeping the outside world at a distance. The poor family, however, had no walls. Instead, they had friends. Every evening, neighbors gathered around a small fire, sharing stories, laughter, and warmth. There was no need for walls when trust and friendship were the true source of their protection. The boy noticed that while his family relied on high walls, the poor family relied on the bonds they shared with those around them. As they drove back home, the father asked his son, "So, what did you learn from this trip?" The boy smiled and looked at his father with eyes full of wisdom. "Dad," he said, "I learned that while we have a luxurious kitchen, they have food that they grow with their own hands. While we have a large pool, they have a creek that connects them to nature. And while we have walls to protect us, they have friends who care for them." The father was stunned by his son's response. The boy continued, "Thank you, Dad, for showing me how poor we are and how rich they truly are." As the car disappeared into the sunset, the father reflected on his son's words. He realized that wealth isn't about material possessions, but about the love, community, and joy that fill our lives. True richness, the boy had learned, isn't found in what we own. It's found in the connections we share and the gratitude we feel.